Hey guys, this is Heretic, and I've been playing a beta, a first look of a game that will be having a global launch later this year, and I want to let you in on what I think is one of the most anticipated mobile games that'll be coming out in 2025, and it's called Civilization Eras and Allies. I've been playing it, as I said, for maybe a month or so in beta and first look, and I've really enjoyed it. It has a lot of things that I like about these types of mobile strategy games, but it has one thing that is super different for me. I mean, it has a lot of things, honestly, that are very different from other games that I've played that you've seen me do videos on. One of the things, it's very similar to the Civilization game that you've played forever, probably. I know I have. I've actually played the game on mobile. I think it was Civ 6, I believe. Hundreds and hundreds of hours of that, where you start out in the very beginning, with one tile, one city, and you start building out your tiles. You send troops out, you take over cities, or you build new cities. Along the way, you grow and you expand and you try to take over the world. Same game, except in this game, it is multiplayer, and you can join an alliance with 99 other players, and there's real objectives to take. And so I'm going to show you, this is my town that I have. Okay. So this is where I started. This is my capital. From here, I've taken over additional cities, and I can show you. Let me zoom out. This is the medium zoom out here. And so I have a second city here, CRE, and you can see the tiles that I've taken so far where I've been building out. I have a fort set up. It's called the taco stand. And I have all of these tiles. If I zoom out even more, I can see the enemy cities or, other player cities. Mine have this green and dark green border, and you can see the other players have the orange around them. And then if I zoom out even more, I can see the overall map. So within this map, if you just want to go over to a city, you can look at all the cities on the map and who currently controls them. At the beginning, no one will, and you can take them over. But you could pick a city. So if I wanted to go over to Malacca, I could go here and I could see that city. So you can actually zoom in and see these huge cities. These are objectives that you and your alliance want to take as you go, and it'll give you a lot of resources and prestige and rewards and that sort of thing. And so the idea, and so there's Kuala Lumpur, but if the idea is if you go to the center of the map, you would want to take Babylon. So Babylon is the goal. That's everybody's goal in this game, is to take Babylon. And so you can see it here. And that wasn't Babylon, but you get what I'm talking about. And so the goal is to make it to the center of the map and take it. And you'll see like North America, you can zoom in, you can see Chicago, you can see tons of cities in here, Ottawa in North America, and Nashville, Atlanta, Los Angeles, that sort of thing. And there's passes that you have to control to get to them. There's a lot of strategy involved here. And see, it's the difference for me between the game that we've all played forever, the Civ, and this game is there are alliances, and I'm going to switch over to my alliance here. And so the alliances are really, really important. You can set calendars of events. You can have allies, and that'll be really important. And I'm sorry, you can have a lot more than 100 players, as you can tell. Our alliance can have up to 220 players, which is crazy. That's a ton of people. But as the global launch comes, being in a good alliance and an alliance that can work with other alliances, so the diplomacy aspect will be very important. As you go, there's like voting, there's all kinds of stuff within diplomacy. To share tech, to build up together, that'll be really important. So anyway, let me show you some other things in this game. I'm going to go back to my city. So as you can see on the right hand side, you see standby, idle, standby. Those are heroes, and those are my lineups. Those are my troops And so here is one set, one army that I have. It includes 3 heroes, Leonidas, Pericles, and Alexander the Great. And so heroes are really, really important in this game. And depending on the heroes that you have, you can group them together, and that is a lineup, and those lineups can have bonuses. And so, for example, this one is Harald's expansion, and it gives you a damage upgrade for grouping these different heroes together. And each hero has an army, which is depending on the type of the hero that you have, their ascension, promotion, that sort of thing, and their level. So you can see each one of my heroes is level 36 right now on this lineup. And so if I go into here, so as you level up, your heroes gain tech, and at each 10th level interval for your heroes, you'll get stat upgrades. And here you go. You can see that I've put all the stats into attack so far. I've put 70. And you see how Leonidas has 4 red stars, and so that is Ascension. And so Ascension is as you gain additional Leonidas cards or hero cards, you can group them together. And I can show you how that would work because I think I have some extra in here. So if I go over to, these are all of the heroes that I currently have. If I go down, you'll see 2 Gilgameshes here. If I take this Gilgamesh, I can go in and I can ascend 1, and Ascension gives you more stats. So it gives you more basic stats. Your points here, I can go into here, and I can just, the suggestion is auto. I'm just going with the auto, and that will give me additional INT here, and I can confirm it. And now my hero got a little bit stronger, and you can see now he has 1 red star. But you can see some of these others I've grouped up. Check this Shaka out, has 5 stars. That's awesome. And you also have skills here that you can choose, which is awesome. And you can upgrade them. And I don't have any available. As you go, you'll get additional skills that you can add. And it just makes them stronger and stronger. And you can see these, I have 3 lineups here. Let me show you. And so I have the one that I showed you here that has Alexander the Great, Leonidas, etc. And then I have this lineup here that has Yishun, Sun Sin, Saladin, and Segon. And you can see on Saladin, you see the troops that they can have. So one thing that's interesting here is each hero that you have has a certain type of bonus, type of troop that they have. And so you can see that I have on Yi Sun Sin, it is infantry basically. And on Saladin, it is cavalry. And the same for Segon. No, it's range. I'm sorry. Range. And so if I go in here, you can see he has the Cuirassar. And if I go into the actual troop here, I can switch out the type of troop. And so it'll go through here and it'll show you we're in Renaissance right now. And I'm using the Cuirassar, which is the best troop that I can use currently. Ideal would be Northern Cavalry, but I don't have that unlocked yet. And so that would take me back to my tech tree. And I would want to go to my tech tree here. Thank you for that. I can go in and I can train different things. And so you can see in the Renaissance era, I trained here. And as I go up, I can train additional troop types and additional things that you will need to advance in your civ. When I get to industrial, I'll get additional troops and items here that I can train. And you can see it's very similar to the civ game that we've all played. But I have a ton of research that I have built up. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to do a lot of this. And I want to do this so you can see the tech tree, the tech requirements will build up quite a bit as I go through here. I'm not going to be able to finish this one, but I can get it going. And then it's just time, basically, that's going to take. It's going to take me 78.5 hours to finish production line tech. But that's not honestly true, because I'll be able to use additional of the insight to accelerate my tech tree just over time. I get 400 per hour. And so you can see here, new features that I have. And you can see now that my tech along the top, the blue, is 69,870, and I need 95 to advance to the next era. And I need 22K production to advance to the next era. And so you get that by taking over tiles. And so let me show you here, upgrading or taking new resource tiles. And so I just took this one, and if I want to upgrade it, I would just go to improve. And it's telling me I need to upgrade the workshop. I can't for this city. So I can go over to another one. Well, another way to do this is just capture a new tile. And I would pick the march. I have 3 marches here. And I would see that I have, the troops along the bottom that I can send are 19,000 total, right? So I can deploy these. It will say, hey, this is going to be a tough battle, but I think I've got it. I'm going to say, don't show me this pop-up anymore today. And I'm going to go take off. And so what's going to happen is my troops are going to come out here. And because that tile that I want to take is not touching a tile that I already own, I'm going to have to take the tile in between first. And so you're going to see that happen here in about 50 seconds. But I can do this with all of my marches. So now if I want to capture this one and I want to use another march, I can do that. And so I can have multiple marches going out at the same time. Same thing. So this is to increase my production. So there's different ways of doing that. You can upgrade your tech, and that'll and city tech as well, and that will increase your production. But you can also take or improve resource tiles. And so you want to always be doing that. You want to always keep your lineups moving and doing things. You want to keep them busy. But anyway, as you can tell, I am excited about this game. I've had a lot of fun with it, a lot of fun playing the game so far, and I can't wait until the global launch and to have you in an alliance. I think it would be so much fun to have a huge alliance together of people that I know, people that I've played with, people that maybe have viewed a lot of videos on this channel, and just having everyone together in an alliance playing the game and checking out would be really cool. And it's coming later this year. I'm super excited about this game coming, and please check the description of this video for a link that will take you to the official Discord for Civilization, Eras, and Allies. And by the way, this game is built by 2K. So this is a huge developer building a huge game on top of a huge IP. It should be a lot of fun. I anticipate that this game will really blow up when it does come out. And so I hope to see you there. Join the Discord. And within the Discord, there is a sign up to get on the list for any additional betas or views of the game that do come up, and to be on the official launch list. And so you definitely want to do that. So join the Discord. I'm there. We can connect. We can start planning on setting up an alliance together. Hope to talk to you soon. Take care.